When Lucy's dog food is on the menu, it's a fight for every bite. But it's not just popular with her pooches at home near Stirling. Business is booming. But as a female entrepreneur, it's involved a lot of extra heavy lifting.
The first 3 years of Run existing, I was a stay-at-home mum as well as trying to run a business, which was essentially pretty impossible. I had about £2,500 to launch a business with, which was nothing. A small design grant because these were available during COVID, so that was so helpful. But that's really all that there was. I've got really big ambitions for this business. I've seen definite gaps in the market for things that don't exist yet but really need to. But we really need the financial support to make them happen. Hi!
Lucy's experience is not uncommon. Only 2% of funding and investment goes to female-led businesses. And on average, women launch businesses with 53% less capital than men. Agnes started up her vegan and vegetarian bakery in Glasgow during the pandemic. But with energy and food prices rising rapidly, she's increasingly short on dough.
You really ask yourself how long you're going to be able to go on for, because every pound you make, someone is kind of billing you for that pound. And as a woman, I feel like, unfortunately, people tend to take you less seriously, and they tend to take your business ideas and entrepreneurial ideas less seriously. Studies show that it's really hard. It's much harder for women to get a bank loan or to get any kind of other angel investment.
To combat this, a new crowdfunder from Women's Enterprise is helping 10 female-led businesses get access to funding and provides wraparound support.
It takes them 8 hours to make one jacket.
Antoinette's sustainable fashion brand is benefiting from the crowdfunder. She started her business in Edinburgh 5 years ago and, like many female entrepreneurs, faced barriers when trying to grow her business.
What we have found during my time as an entrepreneur is that men have probably more ambitious, more willing to take risks than females are as well. In the past, where I've spoke to many male investors in the past, and I might as well have said the word menopause rather than slow fashion. We need more funding. We need investors to look at what they're doing, what they're investing in, and actually, make sure that we've got parity across the genders, across the sectors, because we're not always just going to grow if we're always just putting all our money into one type of investment.
The crowdfunder is just a starting point. Experts say much more is needed to help female entrepreneurs thrive and sketch out a fairer future. Well, I'm in another female-led business tonight. This is a speciality tea manufacturer in Leith in Edinburgh, and this space is also used as a tasting room. My guest tonight is Carolyn Curry from Women's Enterprise Scotland. Carolyn, you're running this crowdfunder. Just tell us about some of the challenges that women face when they're starting up a business.
Well, many women often struggle to start up a business. It's often out of necessity, so they don't have money saved up to help them get started. They're often unable to work traditional hours due to childcaring commitments or looking after elderly relatives. Now, starting up a business is a great option to have available to you, but it really helps if you have some funding to help you get started.
So what could be done to remove some of those barriers for women?
Well, I think for women starting up, it's really important to have your business well capitalised. Now, that's a multi-million-pound shortfall, and we're really committed to crowdfunding to help those businesses get started. We're going to be working with the Productivity Institute to analyse these initial crowdfunding pilot campaigns, to understand best practice, and we're also going to be speaking to banks and to equity investors to look at how we can help the crowdfunding businesses access follow-on funding. Now, that's really exciting.
Carolyn, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the STV News at 6. Now, my knowledge of tea doesn't extend very far beyond English breakfast, so I'm off to try a few of these.
OK, Laura, thanks for that.